Hello, everyone. Hello. Just wait for a few minutes before everyone comes, and then we'll start with our Facebook Live today. Okay. Hello, everyone. If you guys are here, please drop a comment saying hi to me. Hello. I guess it's Teacher Jolene. Hi, Teacher Jolene. I guess. Hi, Tiffany. I'm seeing your comments one by one. Yeah. Okay. So I hope. Hello, hello. So I hope you guys had a great week. Okay. All the football fans, all the Spain fans. I hope you guys are happy. Yeah. Okay. So let me start by introducing myself. Hi, Ferlin. Hello. So my name is Teacher Jovan. So I am teaching. If those of you guys who haven't seen me before, right? I am actually teaching primary science and secondary school science. So if you're my student, yeah, please drop by and say hi also. Yeah. Okay. So, but if not, you'll see me here and there. Um, maybe I'll pop by every week or something. I don't know. Okay. So, yes. Welcome to today's Facebook Live. So, as you can tell, we are on our third week of our HOTS intensive, which is our higher order thinking skills intensive Facebook Live. So, we are on cycles. We're on systems this week, and then next week it will be another theme, and then we have one more last one, which is on the 4th of August. Yeah. So those of you guys who have missed the previous Facebook Live, right? Please join our Telegram. Okay, I'll paste the link of the Telegram into the comment section, and then you guys can join the Telegram group chat to get all our worksheets and all. If you guys have any questions, you guys can ask them there also. Okay. Hi, Johnny. Hello. Okay, so without further ado, let's just start our Facebook Live. Okay, let me present my screen. Hang on for a while. I think I understand that there's a bit of downtime from the moment I speak until you guys see. So I'm just waiting for that. Yes, okay, and welcome to this week's Facebook Live, which we'll be talking about systems. So for system-wise, right, we got many different kinds of systems. We got digestive system, we got a transport system, we got a circulatory system. So I've handpicked a few prelim questions, right, in order for me to go through during this short Facebook Live, okay? And hopefully you guys can get something out of this. Yeah, hopefully you guys will be able to improve because of all this lah. Yeah, whatever we are doing on Facebook Live as well. So don't forget next week there will be another one as well. Yeah, okay, it's not just today. So let's start with the first question. Okay. So question 1. The diagram shows how digested food and some gases are transported in the human body. So we know that there's system L, system M, and system N. So can we see that this whole entire question, right? They're testing you on what are the name of the system itself. So earlier on I mentioned, right, there are three systems, mainly your digestive system, circulatory system, and your respiratory system. Okay, so all those other system, musculoskeletal system, of course, is part of your syllabus as well. But in this question wise, right, most likely will be testing on those main three. Okay, so question part A, they asked me to let me get my yes. Okay. Part A, they asked me name gas E and system L. So I need to find out what is gas E. What exactly is gas E? So gas E, right? Take a few guesses, okay? Okay, pun not intended, but take a few educated guess. What are the only two what I call educated gas, right? That is possible to be inside of your body. I understand that nitrogen and so forth is inside your body, it's in the air that we breathe, right? But then our body absorbs or give out what? There are only two types of gases. One is oxygen and the other one is carbon dioxide. So gas E definitely must be one of the, those two. Okay, so you see that you kind of eliminated all the other gases already. You have 1 out of 2 chances lah, which is 50%. So let's take a look at system M, system L. Okay, gas E and gas F. So we got our system N, which gives digested food to system M. Okay, so digested food here, that means N definitely must be a digestive system. Yes or no? Okay, so if digestive system goes into system M, M must be your circulatory system because it circulates the whole entire digested food across to your whole entire body. Okay, yes, I've seen Totoro. Yeah, your comments, carbon dioxide. Yes, that's carbon dioxide. So hold on, I'm not there yet. System N will definitely be your circulatory. Circulatory system. Okay, why? Reason why is because digested food is going to system M to be circulated throughout your whole entire body. Okay, and then L will definitely have to be my respiratory system. Yes or no? So L, I'll just identify L first. So this will be my respiratory system. Okay. Yes, gas E is, yes, Johnny, you're absolutely right. The reason why gas E is not oxygen is carbon dioxide instead. Why? Because right now, my system is going, gas E is from circulatory system to the respiratory system. So right now, I'm going from my circulatory back to my back to my respiratory to get more oxygen, to get refilled with oxygen. That's why E must be my carbon dioxide. F must be my oxygen. Why? Because oxygen goes to my circulatory system to all parts of the body. Okay? Then, y'all take note, huh? This should be a relatively easy question. Okay? Yes, I see a few answers. Ash Winnie, thank you for replying and keying into the comments. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to key in the comments. I am actively monitoring the comment section as well. So part B, they asked me to state the function of a human respiratory system. So what is the respiratory system about? Respiratory system is my breathing, correct? Now I respire, I need to breathe, correct? Now. So what's my respiratory system? It's actually to allow, it's not to just to breathe, not take in carbon dioxide, take in oxygen, give out carbon dioxide, no, okay? It's, I mean, yeah, layman terms, yes, but then in terms of exam, what you have to write is the respiratory system allows for the exchange of gas to happen between our body and the surrounding, basically allowing oxygen to come in and carbon dioxide to come out. Okay, so it allows the exchange of gases between our body and the surrounding. Simple. Okay. Yes, Ashwini, thank you so much for answering. Yes, helps in gaseous exchange between humans and surrounding. Absolutely. Okay. This is what I call the standard type of question. In exam, right? If they ask you to state the function of human respiratory system, just copy and paste this whole entire thing. You will not get wrong. Trust me, you will never ever get wrong, unless you phrase it in the terms of earlier on. I said the layman terms, right? Taking in oxygen and giving out carbon dioxide. That one, it depends on the marker, but then a safe bet will be just copy and pasting this whole entire phrase down. Okay, just memorize this. Yes, where gaseous exchange and breathes out carbon dioxide. Totoro, not exactly. Okay, it's not where gaseous exchange, and when the moment you say gaseous exchange, right, it means that there's an exchange of gases. That means oxygen come in, carbon dioxide go out. So your next part don't need to write. Okay. Part C. Let me get the text box. Okay. So, part C, they asked me to describe how the digestive system works together with the circulatory system to transport digested food to different parts of the plant. So right now, earlier on, right, we all know that in humans, right, many systems work together to function together, right, to become an organism, which is us, right? And then we got our digestive system working with our circulatory systems and so forth to circulate digested food across our whole entire body to give us energy. But the thing is, they're asking you about circulatory system and to transport digested food. So what we have to answer will be the digestive food. The digestive system. You have to answer the digestive system part first, right? Right or not? So what does the digestive system do? What does it do first? It breaks down food into simpler substances. So from the prawn noodle that you eat, it breaks down to form your different nutrients, different type of nutrients, mainly your 3 nutrients. Okay, this one no need to know. Your 3 nutrients are proteins, carbohydrates, and fats. So all this should be able to be absorbed into your body by further breaking down them. Okay, so yes, I see Wendy, digestive food get absorbed into the blood. That's for the later part. Okay, so the digestive system breaks down. You have to say first, it breaks down food into simpler substances. Okay, and then what else? The small intestine. We have to talk about the small intestine, right? And intestine absorbs. Yeah, let me read your comments. Okay, food that is digested passes through the walls of the small intestine. Yes, into the bloodstream. Okay, absorbs the digested food into the bloodstream. Oops, yeah, let me shift this text box down. Into the bloodstream, okay, to be transported to all parts of the body. Oops, not steamer, stream. To be transported to all parts of the body. Simple. Okay. If you want to write so that we can get energy, is correct. Okay, let me read Ashwini that answer. Okay, digestive system digest food into. You can tell me digest food or break down food also can into simpler substances. This digested food is then absorbed by the small intestine in the bloodstream. The heart pumps. Yes, can. I will accept your answer, Ashwini. Okay, fantastic. Good job. Okay, so 2 parts to take note. You have to tell me the digestive system. What does the digestive system do? Second part will be telling me of the circulatory system. How does the circulatory system come into the picture, right? To help the to help transport the digested food into the bloodstream. Okay, so the small intestine absorbs into a bloodstream, blah blah blah, transported to all parts of the body. That's the second part. That's the second mark. So first mark is before the full stop. Second mark is here. Okay. 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 Any questions? No questions, Let me move on to question 2. So, diagram below shows the flower of plant M. So we got the P and then we got N. Okay. So P produces pollen grains while N secretes the nectar. So P, you know, when something produces pollen grains, right? What should it be? The anther or the stigma? When something produces pollen grains, okay, identify for me. Wait, Totoro, just give me a while. So when P produces pollen grains, is it the anther or the stigma? Definitely must be the anther. Okay, so N secretes the nectar. So over here, right now, can you see that they're coinciding? Basically, they're combining the plant system into the human reproductive system. Okay, so the diagram shows part of the human reproductive system. So which part, A, B, C, D, or E in the human reproductive system is similar function to part of P of the flower? P, it produces anther, right? Sorry, P is anther, it produces pollen grains. And we know that pollen grains, right, is your male or female reproductive cells. When it's not stigma, stigma is N. So pollen grains, we know that is the male reproductive cell, right? Right. So they're asking you which one is similar to function of P. That means producing the male part of the reproductive cell. Answer should be Yes, Ashwini, thank you so much for your answer. Answer should be A, the testis. Why? Remember, everyone remember the testis produces the male reproductive cell. So it's part A. Okay? For the female reproductive cell, it should be part E, the ovaries. But right now, they're asking you about the male part, so we don't need to talk about the ovaries. Ovaries, which is part E, is the female part. Okay, this one is a giveaway mark. You all should be able to score this without any difficulty. Super, super easy. Okay? Okay? Moving on. Animal F is known to feed on the nectar of Animal F is known to feed on the nectar and the fruit of plant M. Based on the above information, explain how animal F help with M with pollination. Okay, right now we got remember the flower, right? We got the animal F and then we got the plant M. Okay, based on it, right? Based on the above information, right? That means F feeds on the nectar and the fruit of plant M. How does it help with the pollination? So at the back of your mind, right, you should know that, oh, since it's animal pollinated, right? Correct? So my animal F will maybe fly to the plant M and then it will feed on the nectar. And the moment it feeds on the nectar, right? Correct? It carries the pollen grain from the body. So maybe the pollen grain may land on the body of the animal. And then from the animal, the pollen grains on the animal should land onto the stigma. Okay? So at the back of your mind, this should be playing out. Okay? The whole entire sequence of events should be playing out in your head. Okay? So we know that okay, for those of you guys the first time joining us let me introduce to you this TCR format. So TCR is actually founded by our one of our founding tutor, Mrs. Linda Ko. She's the one who created this whole entire answering technique to help students break down answering section B questions, okay, to make sure that they can score full marks for and without missing any key points lah. Okay, so T stands for topic. So we'll be identifying what topic or what chapter, right, is this question asking about. So can y'all tell me what chapter is this talking about or not? If we zoom in into the chapter that is tested, right? Okay, answer should be your reproduction in animals and plants. Reproduction in animals. Plants. Okay, and then tester focus here. The tester focus here is basically your pollination, correct or not? How is it helping? Pollination. Okay. Clue provided by the question. Of course, you know that the clue is from the question text itself, right? It tells you that animal F feeds on the nectar and the fruit of plant M. So that should be my clue over here. Okay, so go ahead to tell me that animal F feeds on nectar and fruit of M. Okay, so yes, thank you. I'm seeing so many so many answers now. Okay, at F feeds on the nectar of the pollen grain stick on the also can. Okay, all your answers are acceptable. So let me thank you for answering. Thank you for being so active in the comments today. So let me type down what exactly do concept application wise. So for concept application, we draw our concept, right, from all these tested focus. We zoom in already, right? We pull out the concepts that are tested, right, and we apply it inside this question. Okay, so we know that F feeds on the nectar and the fruit of M, right? So what happens? The pollen grain from the enter. What will happen to the pollen grain? Will attach to the legs and the body of F. Correct or not? Yes or no? So it gets attached to the animal F, and the moment it gets attached on the animal F, right, it's being transported. Okay, but it's not all the time. It really depends on how the animal reacts as well lah. Okay, it's not all the time. The moment the pollen grain touches the animal, then straight away it's pollinated already. No, okay, it also depends on whether the animal itself got touched the stigma or not lah. If it never comes into contact with the stigma, then it won't get pollinated. Okay, so you can tell me that it gets transferred to stigma of another flower that F visits. So it carries the pollen grains all around, right? That means from maybe point A to point B, right? The animal F feeds on different kind of flowers, right? Correct? And then it goes, sorry, different type of plant. It goes into different kind of plant and it helps to pollinate. Okay, this is your standard PSLE question also. Okay, PSLE love to ask questions like this. Okay, and then the result here, which is a conclusion, what can this lead to, right? The conclusion is pollination will occur. So this is how this is how animal F helps plant M for pollination, with pollination. Okay? So I'm reading your comments now. When animal F feeds on nectar located in the middle of the flower, pollen grains from another end from the anther will be disturbed. Okay. Okay, Ken. Ashwini, I will accept your answer. Totoro also I'll accept your answer. Okay, Ken. So far, everyone is doing very, very, very well today. Ken. Yeah, I'm gonna leave this here for another 5 seconds. Okay, Ken. So, let me take a moment, right? For all my P6 students, right, they are having their PSLE soon, right? Correct? It's coming in like a few more months, maybe 2 to 3 more months, or even lesser than that, with your oral and stuff like that. Okay, so yes, we do have. If those of you guys who have missed our chapter 1, right? Correct? A show of hands here. Who here attended our chapter 1? That happened, I think, 2 weeks back on Youth Day. Okay, chapter 1 was if I heard from Mr. School, it was a very, very big success. Quite a number of you guys turned up for chapter 1, and feedback was the whole entire chapter was very, very fruitful, and you guys learned a lot from there. So if those of you guys who have missed out chapter 1, don't worry, you guys have another chance to sign up for chapter 2 and chapter 3. Well, for chapter 2, right, it's happening soon on the 10th of August, okay, which is in like 3 more weeks. Okay, we'll be talking about HOTS intensive. So basically, our Facebook Live team, but 10 times more in depth. That means we're going in depth into questions, right? And to tackle PSLE weird questions, right? That you guys have never ever seen before. Okay, so basically, this whole entire chapter 2, right? It's, in my opinion, one of the most essential skills that you guys must have, okay, to answer this kind of higher order thinking skills question. Okay, so this chapter, this whole entire workshop does exactly that. And then for chapter 3, if you guys sign up for chapter 2 and 3 together, right, you guys will get a 16% off. Basically, the price will be lower if you sign up for both the chapters. But if you sign up for chapter 2 now, and then later on you sign up for chapter 3, the price will be different already. Okay, so it's best to get the bundle, which is 2 and 3 together. For those of you guys who have signed up for chapter 1, 2, and 3, don't need to worry already. You guys are automatically inside the workshop already. Okay, so sign up link is over here. So just copy and paste the link. Go and download the link from our Telegram. Okay. So chapter 3 is last sprint. Basically, is a PSLE trending workshop. We'll be talking about the 10. We'll go through, I think, the last 15 years of PSLE question, okay, to see whether we can spot any questions or not. And over here, we did predict a few PSLE questions the previous years. So I think these 2 workshops is essential okay, if you ask me. Okay, so this is for the P6 students, but for the P3 to P5s, okay, we are not forgetting you. We are having this heuristic science experiments fiesta and edu tour on the 10th of August, okay, and it's happening at SMU. So you guys will be heading for, me, Teacher Sairi and Teacher Jolene will be teaching you guys on for the P3 to P5s, right? We'll be teaching you guys on experiments, hands-on and guided learning. So it will be a practical setup. Okay, you guys will conduct your practical exam style questions, conduct experiments, and then record down your data, stuff like that. And then we'll go through content-wise as well. Okay, and then after that, in the afternoon, you guys will head to Santopia, which is at Sentosa. Okay, and then you guys will have basically enjoy the whole entire experience of dealing with perfumes. Okay, understanding how does the individual plants and flowers, right, help with pollination? How does it help with your animals adaptation, you know, your plant system? How does it help with in perfumery, all this, you know, to chase predators away, stuff like that. Okay, you guys will learn in the few hours in your Santopia edu tour. And then the moment you come back from Santopia, right, you come back to SMU, you come to this parents and child science station quest. So it's really like a party. Okay, not really a party, it's like a carnival. Okay, where each of the station, right, it's exactly planned out for you to see science concept inside. Okay, so parents, if you guys are watching, right, feel free to join in. Okay, please feel free to join in here. Can? Okay. Yes, I'm seeing so many comments. Yeah. Yes, the marshmallow. Straw towel. Not sure what you guys are talking about, but marshmallow too heavy. No idea. Okay, so yes, and then at the end, you guys will have a ad talk for the parents. Okay, parents engagement seminar. So Mrs. Linda Ko and Mr. Stanley Tan, right, will be talking about your PSLE math and science syllabus lah. Okay, the new syllabus. So this one, I will leave it for you guys to read it on your own. Let's resume with the question. Okay, so for question 3, volume of blood, right, supplied per minute to different parts of the human body changes during 2 activities, resting and exercising. Okay, so this one, the graph a bit funny. Okay, graph not supposed to be there. So can you guys ignore this graph? Ignore the graph. I don't know why is this graph here. Irrelevant. Ignore. Let me draw. Okay. Don't draw. Never mind. Forget it. Just ignore. Okay. So we got the volume of blood supplied per minute, and then in the small intestine, we got resting, which is the darker shade of gray, right? And then exercising, which is lighter shade of gray. So definitely exercising, volume of blood supplied per minute to the small intestine was way lower, and in the muscles during exercising is way higher. And then for the muscles resting, right, is slightly above the small intestine. So identify the body system responsible for the changes in the volume of blood supplied per minute while exercising. Obviously, this one should be your circulatory system. Yes or no? Correct. It circulates throughout your whole entire body, ma. So this is my circulatory system. Okay. Cam? Hey, don't anyhow comment, Comment section, please stay chill, guys. Okay, part B. Describe how oxygen in the environment reaches the muscle. So this whole entire thing, right? We bring in our TCR again. Topic-wise, what is the topic here? Which is your human system, yes or no? The whole entire main idea is your human system. At the back of your mind, right? The whole entire sequence should play out. Okay, how? When you breathe in through the nose, what will happen? The windpipe to the air sacs in the lungs, right? And then oxygen enters the blood. And then oxygen rich will be transported to the heart. The heart will pump blood all the way to our muscles. Okay, this is the whole entire pathway that should be embedded inside your head already. Okay, the moment you see this, right, the link start to happen already. Okay, okay. Okay, so describe how oxygen. So our second point, what's our tested focus here? Obviously, will be my circulatory system, right? Okay. Some may argue I will accept respiratory system also lah. Okay. So clue provided by the question is basically the question text, right, which is over here. You describe how the oxygen reaches muscles. Okay. Hey, don't in the comments, don't anyhow comment. Can save the comments for people who genuinely want to ask questions. Don't anyhow comment. Guys, behave. Behave. So concept application here, wise. Okay, we know that air, right? We breathe in, air through nose, correct or not? What happens when air enters your nose? Okay, it goes into your windpipe to the SX in the lungs. And then what will happen? The oxygen enters our blood, right? And the oxygen-rich blood will be transported to the heart. Okay, take note, do not tell me transported to the rest of the body first. It should be transported to our hearts. Okay, so oxygen-rich blood is transported to the heart. And what happens? Our heart pumps blood to where? Heart pumps blood, obviously, to the muscles. That's why this is my result. Why? Because how it reaches the muscle, okay? So yes, Ashwini, we take in air rich in oxygen through the nose. Yes, this got windpipe. Yes, fantastic. Okay, that's a full marks answer. Ken, yes, Ashwini, your answer is correct. Okay, must take note. Talk about how your when you breathe in, right? It goes into your SX, and then from your SX, it goes into oxygen will enter our blood, and then it gets transported to the heart. Okay, a lot of students tend to miss out this part when you guys tell me when it transported to the heart. So please take note. It must be. This must be in your answer, transported to the heart. Okay? Yes, exactly, Wendy. Whatever that I've said earlier on, you're missing your answer. You did not tell me that the oxygen-rich blood is transported to your blood. Okay? Oxygen-rich, we have a hyphen. Okay? So, using result from the graph, explain how running after a meal affects the absorption of digested food in the small intestine. Running after a meal, what happens? In the small intestine, right, we know that exercising, volume of blood transported to the small intestine is very low. Yes or no? So what does it mean? Low volume of blood supplied per minute means what? Lesser rate of absorption. So the rate of absorption is way lower. Okay? So this one requires your process skill requires you to know how to read the graph. Okay? So after a meal, you have to go on to explain to me that what happens first. Less blood is supplied to the small intestine, resulting in slower rate of absorption. Of digested food. Just copy and paste the last part in. Okay? Of digested food in the small intestine. Simple. Okay? So the few questions that I've picked out exactly addresses the whole entire it's kind of tricky. Okay, there's a reason why I've included these 3 questions into today's session. Okay, so yes, as running after a meal causes more blood to go to the muscles, supply to the food and oxygen. Yes. Okay, Totoro, you guys you're writing a bit too much. Okay, if this is a 2 marks answer, you get full 2 marks. But this is a 1 mark answer, so don't waste your time writing more blood supplied to the muscles. All these don't need. Okay, this is a 1 mark answer, so you just tell me less blood is supplied because they tell you using the result from your graph. Okay, don't have to explain to me. Just explain how does it affect. So you tell me it results in a slower rate of absorption. Can already. Is that okay? Ashwini, I just saw your comment. Your muscles is not spelled as M-U-S-S-E-L. Okay, that's your muscles that you eat. Okay, muscles must be spelled M-U-S-C-E-L-E-S. Okay, take note of your spelling. Okay. Yes, thank you so much for answering. So yes, Ashwini, your answer is correct. Thank you so much for being so participative today. So today's Facebook Live, I hope you guys took home a bit of knowledge here and there to answer higher order thinking skills question. So next week, if I'm not wrong, it will be Teacher Sairi going through a different theme. So stay tuned next week, okay? So for those of you guys who have missed the front part of the lesson, feel free to drop us a text in the Telegram, and then we'll send we'll push in the link to the our face. You guys can go head on to our YouTube channel, right, to go and find our videos as well. It will be posted there as well. Can? If not, feel free to just text in the Telegram. Any of the teachers there would reply you guys. Can? Okay, so just a key reminder for P3 to P5, you guys are having this. Oh yeah, there's this one more fun pack, right? That has many different freebies, I would say. Okay, inside. Okay, so you guys can sign up now with the link below. Okay, and for the P6s, your chapter 2 and chapter 3, please remember to sign up. It's happening very soon. So get that 16% off if possible. I highly encourage you. But if not, you guys sign up late, no 16% off, price will be much different. Okay? Okay? So if not, right, that's it for me for today. I'll see you guys again the next Facebook Live when it's my turn. Okay, next week should be Teacher Sayuri. So please give Teacher Sayuri your fullest support as well. Okay? Okay? If not, yes, I'll end the live in 5 seconds. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.